Yeah, what's going on, guys? Let me turn this down. Back still a little sore from doing chin-ups. You gotta excuse the beard and everything. I just brushed it. I threw water on my face and ran out. Didn't even have my scully out, my cap on last night and went to sleep. So I'm looking lower. Nah, I'm alright. I don't care if my hair was slicked over, Willie laid back over this way, be all good. You know what I'm saying? I need to reiterate to people who subscribe that in the AM, I'm going to challenge, I'm going to rile, I'm going to rattle. But at the same time, I need people to remember, because I remember what everybody else says. I remember everything y'all say. I read your comments. Some of y'all probably don't even notice that I respond. Oh, I do. I even kept a couple of those trolls that nobody. A lot of my block. But I'm gonna say what needs to be said. I'm not about saying what you want to hear. I don't want people to say what I want to hear. Like half y'all don't know what I want to hear, and if you do, then we're on the same page, and you know that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. We gotta take this out. I had to put them in, and I had a craving for nicotine. I think it's because I've been smoking them backwards, and I got raw. I'm gonna start rolling my stuff in raw, no more backwards. I'm just gonna give it away to people who want the backwards. I can't do it. And the nicotine, I mean, I don't smoke that much. I take 2 puffs, I put it down, and I'll take 2 more puffs like the next day, maybe 1 more. It depends. But it's mint. Oh, that's minty. Oh, that's what happens when it makes you want to get away from it. But and yeah, ginger and lemon. I mean ginger and lime. I'm gonna shake it up because I just don't do what others do. Not because I want to be different, because I am different. I don't have to acclimate to where people are at. I don't have to lower my position. I don't have to lower my energy. I don't have to lower my status to reach a person. They have to raise their vibration, raise their frequency. And I'm not that high at all. So that should be saying something. And if you're comfortable where you're at, then you stay right where you at. Men, stop buying Poontang, and women, stop going to them all-out girl get-togethers when they had a little dancing bear come along. I heard some guys talking about over here, their wives had that happen down in Phoenix, California, and I was like, they did what? And then they said, we looked on it on Pornhub. Man, I don't know what all the Pornhub, they got a Felton tube out, all kind of stuff. I'm like, dude. So they're laughing at me. Not in the sinister way. They're like, Ray, you don't know it. Because it's an acute disease that we have. We believe because we know a lot of perversions, everybody's supposed to know all these perversions. No, I don't side saddle with that. Nor do I ride on the top saddle with that. So, women, don't do that. I don't need to see a video of this. I've been to Brazil when they had you walking down the strip and you go on the back and you want a steak and a tater. And you go in there and order your food. Next, you know, the stage spin around, the curtain open, and there's two men effing a woman, literally right on stage while you're waiting on your Brazilian steak with your big old steak and taters. And can I get that to go? I wasn't one for that, y'all. If you want to talk about being squeamish, well, I'm a freak in the saddle. Don't get it twisted. But sit there and watch people. What if I want to watch two people? What does that do for me? Now they just said, "Gonna see it." I mean, I forget how to say it in Portuguese, but I'd have been like, I like the new beach, and no, I'm kidding. I would not have partaken that. Let's get it straight. No. Pink Pussycat. When you first get up, the first thing they have is this 2-story, 3-story building. You go up and there's a party all the way up on top, and the people is getting the freaky on right up there. It starts off dancing. You got little booths that look like American Bandstand, you know, and next thing you know, 8 o'clock hit, and you got titties hitting you on the arm, you got butt cheeks as big as I don't know what sliding up and down your leg, and it's like, can I get my check? And when you're walking out, you can see old George Bentley from Mississippi. He just getting in the corner, drunk as all can be. You got some little squids over there thinking they can sneak a goof because you know we going downstairs and we telling on their monkey ass. Oh yeah. Uncle Ruckus all the way through. All right? And yeah, we didn't play that stuff, you know what I'm saying? But anywho, I rile you because I need to rile you. I need you to remember. You need to remember who you are. I'm starting to think it might be, I don't want to give it energy. I think I said it once was enough. But, okay. I'm waiting too long to eat. But, I got you. And in the last few days, I haven't really turned around or turned away and laughed. I've literally been very serious about what I've been saying. We're going to read. I was going to read this to you. I was actually going to play it for you. Internet Archives, The Conquest of a Continent, by Madison Grant. Conquest of a Continent are the expansion of races in America. Ethnology, United States, Ethnology, America, Anglo-Saxon race, Teutonic race. What is Teutonic race? Let's see what that is. Excuse me. Citizenship, United States. Okay? So let's go ahead. Why does I always got to do this? Just be patient. It's going across the top. I guess I'll have another piece of orange. I hope y'all not in a rush. I know it's Tuesday, right? Monday, excuse me. Oh, vitamin C is also very good for lowering your cholesterol, man. But you need cholesterol in order for your testosterone to go up. Healthy fat. Ghee, for those who don't have a problem with dairy. Of course, avocados, olive oil. About 3 to 4 different nuts that I've already expressed. Vitamin C, vitamin B1 to help with the free radicals. Niacin. Here we go. Did I spell it right? I think I did. The Teutonic people are commonly classified as a Germanic tribe and thought probably to have spoken a Germanic language, although the evidence is fragmentary, however. So when we think about American economist William Z. Ripley reported to define the Teutonic race in his book, The Races of Europe. Okay? So I just wanted to, so you don't think it's some of y'all might grab it and run with it. It don't mean indigenous or autochthonous. All right? No, we wasn't looking at that. Why does it do that? Okay. There we go. It was another one I was listening or reading about the West Indies. So I was getting into this in 1934, and y'all know the periods of time between 1835 to end of the Reconstruction era, which was 1945. Okay, World War II would usher in a new dialogue, the White House, from the Franklin House. When they added on, they say they added on the West Wing, to which is a lie. But you already see the quote by George Orwell on the thumbnail. Okay, yeah, you can listen to it, guys. You can log it. Well, I have an account. Let me show you right quick. See this right here? See that right there? That's it right there. See that? My account. Okay. Chronological history of the West Indies. That's the other one. I've got about 5 up there, and that's in DuckDuckGo. Anyway, if you have it, if you can afford it, if you can't, just loan me a few dollars. I'm gonna read it to you. You know, like I said, not loan. $5 or $10 to the witch card. It's $2.66. Far from where it needs to be at. But I'm going to read this. Don't call my dummy no dummy. Excellent freaking book by my boy Jamil Shamsi. If you come in, Sham, I got you, brother. And when I say as far as historical, yeah, not to knock on Dane, 1,000 times better. Trust me. Me and Jamil come from the same background of research. I made it my business to go and find out what I needed to find out, because I knew there were too many lies, and I knew my great greats weren't going to lie to me. And then I have uncles and aunts who knew, ones older than them. We didn't come over on no damn boat, and we weren't no orphans. We took care of some. Them sure didn't have no slaves. On the mother's side, Anayuia, of the Anawa tribe, and Gula, 2 other tribes married in. Because of the wars, we were known for saving people. We knew the backwoods, the trails, better than anybody, even underground. But migration changes things. We're going to go ahead and get a little read in. And I said I was going to go nowhere. I had to. They had locked my account. I ordered smoke bombs for training. Those $7 smoke bombs from New York. Fucking New York. They have made that place a shit stain. It's like California and Chicago, a shit stain. They have turned great cities of once great people and made them shit stains. Now the children don't even know how great they are, other than being a shit stain, which is sad, deplorable. sad. Very sad. So I'm going to hit it off today with the DNA of the gods, the book of giants, the watchers, Nephilim, and the book of Enoch, exposing expositions. And then when we come back, excuse me, and I'm going to read a couple more things out of the Encyclopedia of Ancient Giants in North America, all right, by L.A., by Marzulli. So, yeah, I could talk, but like I said, it's just talk. For me, I know it's more than that, but you know how we are when it comes to processing thought based upon sound, frequencies, harmonic, whether imbalanced or balanced, which majority is imbalanced. If I'm wrong, say it, Reg, you're wrong, and then correct me. I appreciate it. So anyway, DNA of the gods, the Anunnaki creation of Eve, and the alien battle. What was that? Oh, okay. And the alien battle for humanity. I'm grateful that my peripheral view works so well. Anyway, we're over here at the MEs of Enki and the Abzu. Okay. When we last left off, remember we were at MEs such as Godship, the way Inanna instantly becomes a queen after making off with it, or the way Zu was able to appropriate the Enlil ship. Okay. We thus have to infer that Enlil had a great collection of MEs, and very certainly a whole array of them establishing his Enlilship on earth. As Lord of Earth and Heaven, yet when Inanna wants to get some MEs, so that she will acquire the power to be a queen and a domain to rule, it is toward Enki that she makes her move. This happened after her lover and husband, Dumuzi, died accidentally while being pursued by Marduk's men. Then, if you remember, she tried first to visit her sister, married to Nagal, and was murdered there, but only after being stripped of all her portable attributes of power, her MEs. At this point, Enki intervened, and sent 2 emissaries to revive her. As psychology goes, the person who has helped or saved someone is more bonded and attached to the person than the one who benefited from the favors. Doesn't that sound like when you help an animal out? They remember you. It's in their DNA, and it makes it very unsafe for the animals. As psychology goes, the person who has helped, I'm going to read this again, or saved someone is more bonded and attached to the person than the one who benefited from the favors. So you see, it's kind of a lopsided way, right? But if you're righteous, it's good, because you're not looking for something out of it. You know what I mean? Excuse me. Here we go. Burp, burp, burp. Anyway. Anyway. Let's remember also that Inanna was devilishly intelligent. I was going to skip over some, but I'm going to read it. Let's remember also that Inanna was devilishly intelligent. And in parentheses it states, if I dare say that about a god, not a question, as a statement, more to a statement, that she had an immense and powerful charisma, and last but not least, she was divinely beautiful. To that we have, man, our sisters are divinely beautiful. I just wish they would just remember that and change their diets. Go raw. To that, we have also to add an ingrained talent for arousing deep affection and love. Nobody, it seems, could resist her charms, whether Anunnaki or Earthlings. especially since she made the latter kings. She had seduced her uncle Adad and even Anu, who was so enamored with her during his visit to Earth that on leaving, he offered her the very temple in Erech that had been built in his honor. The I'ana, house of Anu, is how Erech became her first city and abode. Yo! Yeah. How may I help you? I'm live right now on YouTube.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm live right now. I'm reading.
okay. Should we come back later?
Yeah, sure.
Um,
Yeah. Seriously.
like when?
I'm gonna be on here for an hour.
Okay.
Hold on, let me go on. No, that way I just see one. Let me take a look down around before here. Let me see. Okay, nope. This will be it. Okay. Hold on, guys. Let me see. Yeah. Stay out of the way, partner. Let's look under here. See what's under here. It would be right there. Let me see. Nope. And you would have tore it up, so nope. No. Oh, Josh. Get your big head back. Oh, let me get my key. Let me see. Stop being so fast. Let me see what's over here. All right. Okay, here we go. Here we go. My apologies, guys. You know how it is when you help people out, and you know, and look, man, I be helping a lot of people out, and what was it? Friday night, I think it was. I can't say the kid's name. You know, it's a kid, and teaching. It's a few of them, and the boyfriend and girlfriend was fighting. So the sister knows me well. She brought her over here with a couple of the guys. I set them down and calmed them down. Told me, hey, you can't be loud here. We can't have this. You know me, I'm walking around with guns on my hip. So she lost her green debit card or whatever it is. But she had to work. She went to work. I think they were tore up. I don't know whatever they was on. But I know a bunch of them from the res. So she came over and asked if I had it. And I just went and looked real quick. I don't see it. I'll do a more thorough look. And, you know, they're just grateful. They're like, thank you. I went to work and I was like, yeah, you shouldn't have. You could hear me talking. You know what I mean? But and then the guy, he came out of his truck. I'm like, who? Oh, I'm like, yo, what's up? Look, if you're going to be in a relationship, you know, if you can't drink, don't drink. If you're always fighting, get out of it. It's not going to kill you. Get out of the relationship. Just things like that happen. You know, it's one thing if you live by yourself or you're with people and somebody sees it, but it's another thing if you're around people who will take your card and know your number, or you just. And I don't like to give everybody the attaboy speech and all that, but it's just who I am, and yeah, I help people. You know, the other day when they locked my card, old guy from the res, he does a lot of art, you know, Hopi paintings and stuff. He used to be by the Spirit gas station, and I used to give him a sandwich every day, a meatball, a spicy sausage sandwich every day for free. And he was out here for 3 weeks. He went home. He's just drunk. He's real bad. Eyes are yellow, and he's one of the ones I'm always giving sandwiches and water to. And I saw his auntie. He looks very old. He's no older than me. He looks like he's 80 years old. He asked me if I could buy him a bottle, and I looked him dead in his eyes. I said, "Do you want me to smack you in your mouth?" He's like, "Oh no, Red. I'm sorry. I was like, I know, no. I'm just messing with you." So I bought him a whole chicken. No, this is what I did. I bought him a whole chicken. I bought him a Coca-Cola. He wanted that crap. Stop it! Get off of there! Lost your mind? Don't stand up looking at me like who you yelling at. I'm talking to you. Anywho, chicken, Coca-Cola, 2 bottles of water, mac and cheese, their mac and cheese, because it ain't mine. It was warm. Anyway, and he got, I think he wanted a banana and apple, which I always put in the bag lunches I make for the guys, like in the summer when it's like 80, 90, 100 degrees. I always put 2 bottles of water. They like beef bologna, so I do beef bologna with extra sharp cheddar cheese, and they don't like mayonnaise and mustard. They just want it just like that. Usually when it's like that, I do 2 sandwiches with a slice and a slice, slice and a slice. I want to put greens in there, but they don't eat it. And a Coke or a Pepsi and or a ginger ale, and I give it to the guys. In the back of the truck, I used to always put like a tote would carry about 35 bag lunches. I used to make about 60, 67, 68. And I would just ride around and find all the drunks and just hand them out. And everybody knew me from the person I was with, because I know some of the people who was part of that family out here. Nathan died because of that same alcoholism, always falling asleep at Walmart, like a lot of them do, or falling off the cliff and dying. So I help. All right. So let's get back in the reading. My apologies. I'm long-winded. My apologies again. All right. Yeah. People get this stuff together, you know. Hey, it'd be nice. Yeah. I skipped a page, guys. No, I didn't. I'm in the right place. All right. Anyway, to that we have also to add an ingrained talent for arousing deep affection and love. Nobody, it seems, could resist her charms, whether Anunnaki or Earthlings, especially since she made the latter kings. She had seduced her uncle Adad and even Anu, who was so enamored with her during his visit to Earth that, on leaving, he offered her the very temple in Erech that had been built in his honor, the Anana, house of Anu, and this is how Erech became her first city and abode, before Agade. Of course, this temple, the only one abode of Anu on earth, must have been powerful in itself. It contained the lyre of Anu, but was, it seems, devoid of emise. We're going to read this one and move on to the next. The Sumerian text Inanna and Enki. That's actually a text. I actually downloaded a PDF. I should read that, but it's long. Anyway, the Sumerian text Inanna and Enki, translated by S.N. Kramer. Need I say more? Anyway, recounts how she decided to visit Enki in the Abzu and flew off in her boat of heaven. Her boat of heaven to his abode, a machine, for those who don't know, and then was able to depart with no less than 90 MEs. That's how we learn the names of some of them: Lordship, Godship, Exalted Tiara, and the Throne of Kingship, the Exalted Scepter and Staff, and the Exalted Shrine, the Righteous Rulership. And that's in Wars 240, the Wars of the Anunnaki, the nuclear self-destruction of ancient Sumer. Okay? All the ones that are mentioned have to do with the position of governance, but Sitchin tells us that she also got all the MEs of the skills and crafts necessary to establish a sophisticated and powerful civilization, such as temple rites and organization, science and scribeship, fine arts and architecture, justice, weaponry, and personal exaltations. Personal exaltation. Don't we see a lot of that going on right now with certain individuals or groups, whether it's NWO or whatever you want to call it? I'm just putting that out there. Okay. The Book of Giants, the Watchers, Nephilim, and the Book of Enoch. Ha 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 ha. Oh, here we get into the dealio of the daddio. When we last left off, I believe we were at, I went ahead and read Revelations 21 after reading you about the books of indignation and wrath and the books of turmoil and confusion. There will be no mercy for them, says the Lord of Spirits. And in those days, a whirlwind carried me off from the earth and set me down at the end of heaven. So what I did was I stopped, I believe, was it 6, if I remember right. I don't want to mark this book like I've done so many. Yeah, it was, because I took y'all to the right ones of righteousness and faith. All right. I believe this is where we're at. There I wish to dwell, and my spirit longed for that dwelling place, and thus it was decided, and my portion was assigned and established by the Lord of Spirits, other hosts. In those days I praised and exalted the name of the Creator of spirits with blessings and praises, because he had destined me for blessings and glory according to the good pleasure of the Creator of spirits, all the hosts. For a long time my eyes looked at that place. My apologies. That place, and I blessed him and praised him, saying, Blessed is he, and may he be blessed from the beginning and forevermore. And his presence, there is no end. Now, I know I beat people up when I tell them, this is all rewritten stuff, and a lot of it's made up. And I'm not saying that to deter you. They get it from somewhere, but they also make up a lot of shit. Once they create something based upon something, they have this fanatical way about them. But they're scribes that do what they've done. Anyway, and this is nothing like the original book. Yet, when we start getting more into, we're getting more and more, and it's more and related and involved to the Nephilim and the giants. And that's the whole purpose of reading this. In Enoch, we've already read 3 different names to him, and then later to become Megatron, whatever it's called, whatever he's called. What is the energy going to when you start believing and stuff like this? Because Enoch didn't come for you to believe. He's supposed to be a writer. All right, and a righteous one. Anyway, for a long time, my eyes looked at that place, and I blessed him and praised him, saying, Blessed is he, and may he be blessed from the beginning and forevermore. And in his presence there is no end. He knows before the world was created what it is forever and what will be from generation to generation. Those who do not sleep bless you. They stand before your glory and bless, praise and exalt you, saying, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of spirits. He fills the earth with spirits. Now, how is that to be interpreted? When I tell you that we're not this physical bipedal thing, I say bipedal as a joke if y'all didn't know that, that we're sentient, that we're light, that look, if it wasn't the case, why are they so busy poisoning the food? Why have they mitigated to do and rob our elders? And how did our elders even let it happen if the stuff was so important? Well, they've done that, and then they continue to poison the food and make poisonous medicine. And they have all the groups locked in, the FDA, the CDC, and everything else. And then they want to silence you when you speak out against it as if that's really science. And that's why I say we have to be closer together, the network, to know what will be allowed, permitted, and what will not. If you want to be a U.S. citizen, then you be at it. If you want to renounce it, you renounce the fact on the bearings of it being a lie. And it doesn't matter what game they play, that you know it's a lie. How dare they? You need to be able to say this. How dare they incorporate me on my ancestral soil into their lie? 15. And here my eyes saw all those who do not sleep. They stand before him and bless him, saying, Blessed be you, and blessed be the name of the Lord forever and ever. And my face was changed, for I could no longer see. Am I saying this is a complete lie? I am not telling you. I am sharing my opinion. Obvious. I didn't say it's a fact. I said it from what I know. I know that they have lied, changed, manipulated, created, but they've eradicated real history. History, I believe, that is much more important than this. But we must start somewhere, right? Okay. In Exodus 34:29, when Moshe came down from Mount Sinai with the 2 tablets of the testimony in his hands, are we reading about the 2 tablets somewhere else? He was not aware that his face was radiant because he had spoken with the Lord. He transfigured. And where are we reading about the 2 tablets? In original history of ancient America? Remember? All right, let's go ahead. Exposing the expositions, 1851, 1950. My apologies again. I thought I put them up. I didn't put them up there. So again, this is DNA of the gods. Okay? He's got quite a few books. Quite a few. And this right here is the Book of Giants, Nephilim, and blah, blah, Watchers, and the Book of Enoch. All right? If you jump back up on my little upside down table, I'm gonna hit you with, I got 4 Chinese slippers here. No, I got the Kung Fu boots too. I can't hit him. I just throw it and hit the wall or something. His ass jumps about that high, like a throw a cucumber down. He jumped about that high and take off. But I don't like no skittish catch. I want him to, like, when I go to the door, or he hears somebody, he runs to the window, he runs to the door. That's what I like. Exposing Expositions, 1851, 1950, the revised edition from the 2019. This is 2021 by Howdy Mikowski. Excellent, excellent, excellent information. As far as the old world, right? To get you to remember something. Believe me, everything is still in you. Some of you may have had a dream where you felt like you were in this apartment building, you know, on the 7th or 8th floor, and you were playing with your cousins, and everything was like pastel. I'm giving you a snaps of what I've seen and what I thought are dreams, but I've come to realize they were real. And everybody's having fun. And you look out and you see things flying that you don't see right now, low. And people walking in, everybody full of life. And there's nothing crazy on the picture show. And the music is so beautiful beyond the stuff we hear. And I remember those dreams. Like, I don't like calling them dreams no more. And I do my best when I go to sleep to go into those, not the horrible ones. I don't have nightmares. Anyway, I do my best to go into those dreams, and it's so good and it's so different. And I go in there with no purpose of recreating. And my other ones, I reshape and create things in those dreams. But yeah, I just wanted to share that. If you have those dreams, talk about it. He's got a box, y'all, so he's going to get loud here in a minute, I think. He's looking at me. Anyway, he's looking at me. I'm not playing, Alexander. You run over here and pop my foot, and I'm going to pop you. He's too much. Okay, anyway, when last left off, we're at the world is covered with star forts, claimed to be built simply for defense, many cannons to fire off the same line, and there is some odd things that I've never noticed about them. All right, so let's go. The research now seems to indicate that star forts did provide a defensive protection, but not how one thinks. Most early European cities were surrounded by such star. We read that part of my apologies. I like reading about star forts. Actually, one of the books I want to order is, and the ones that I'll be purchasing, there's a lot of them. And it's strictly about star forts. And it's a year old. It's roughly new. Go figure. Okay. So when we last left off, we were at the Luxor Temple and all that stuff. All right, so let's start over here. I never understood why this was true until I ran into the book Serpent in the Sky. You pulled it up last time, remember? And I put it on Amazon. Even though its thrift books was a little cheaper. Serpent in the Sky by John Anthony West, Snoo, who used an entire chapter to present how the ancients viewed art, which was not something to be looked at, or create certain feelings or ideas in the person looking at it, but to create universal harmony. And the same principle in every single person viewing it should occur from the art. In fact, the very space on earth to harmonize sky and ground and person and animal in one infused harmonic whole. That sounds beautiful. It can be seen in every statue or painting in Florence, every cathedral, every monastery that was the old world, the world the modern has wanted to destroy. How some black lines on a canvas can possibly compare to Da Vinci's Annunciation or Botticelli's Primavera is beyond me. It again shows just how many levels of brainwashing has occurred. Do not forget that one of the main financiers of modern art museums was John Rockefeller himself. He was not putting his money into something to help humanity, but help his elite cause brainwash the people into thinking the old beauty needs to be destroyed or hidden in the back of a museum, while the new modern soulless junk is portrayed as the ideal, excuse me. I saw this displayed again recently on a research trip to Nantes, France. The art gallery, housed in a beautiful ancient building with spectacular 16th and 17th century religious paintings, is stunning. Some of the paintings are so perfect it appears as if they are photographs, all layered with intricate symbolism and perfected geometry. But then, my wife and I decided to take a quick look at the modern art section before we left. While, of course, ugly, when we reached what was called the chapel, we got the shock of shocks. Here, a beautiful 1700s church had most of the artwork and fine sculpture removed. though bits of it were still left higher on the walls. What would have been an ornate ceiling was layered over with a series of wooden planks. Inside were 40 television sets, all blaring children or older people screaming or blowing whistles or cars exploding. This is what was being presented as art. The little man. While the very building used to present it, actual ancient art of soul and harmony, was mostly destroyed to showcase the modern mess. Nothing presented this loss and this brainwashing of the masses more clearly than this. Go to Nantes to see it yourself, but start at the chapel to get it out of your system. Finish your experience with 2 hours of the beauty. That is where the power and healing is. That is what our world should and used to be. Next, we'll be touching the mud flood. I was thinking about bringing down 2 mud flood books I have to tap in back and forth, and they have nothing in common, nor at the same time. I used to go to the MoMA in New York and all these different art studios and pick up some art books. And I remember I used to do a lot of wine testing over in Vineland, New Jersey, the vineyards, and up in Rochelle, New Rochelle. Well, anyway, the cheap ass, the indoor wine sellers, the wine makers. And I used to love doing the wine, all that shit. And I used to go down to the Momo and those different places, and I would go in there and literally want to throw up looking at the garbage they were calling art. And then look at the idiots walking around with the yellow and the green in their hair, and just this, you know what I'm saying? When you see it's all in the open now. And the only time that I actually enjoyed some of the art, it was a couple of paintings. You know where Momo is. If you go back and there's a bookstore that goes downstairs, it's on the same side where the Which Call Center building is. Momo's on this side that has all the help places for the people to get out of jail and stuff. Always got a bunch of scaffolding. So here's the Momo. I used to always be there. And then there's a couple other art stores with the dog park, say Charisma. And then I used to go to the bookstore and then look at some of the art. And that's why I used to go to the Momo, because of the art. The art books. Like, I love art books. I have plenty of art sketchbooks and art books. I'm not going to sit here and open those up for you. I mean, that's for me. Keep my sketching and my drawing intact. And there used to be a couple of brothers, and they had that velvety 70s, and there's nothing wrong you can do by painting ginormous trees and sisters in the trees or with the trees and brothers. And it was the only magic that I saw that actually expanded and expounded on life, was this so-called a brown eclipse of truth, and the beauty of it was so radiant. And then I go back over in the moment, I'm walking around looking, I'm like, what is this garbage? Is that somebody made a painting with dicks? And is that one where somebody made a painting with titties? And then you realize this one titty, so that one had a mastectomy. So you start realizing that people wanted to find worth. And so as an artist myself, I looked at it and I says, okay, I'm not going to legitimize this bullshit, but it's to raise funds. And I saw how people have been grafted into the lies and believe this stuff to be art. And that stuff, Van Gogh, is not art. And though I enjoy Van Gogh or Salvador Dalí, I surrealism and stuff like that, it's not art. I like to draw it because it challenges one to emulate or mimic somebody else's art. I feel like something flew crawling up on my head, man. Oh, okay. Damn. Anyway, right? So I can dig in that. I've seen old, and you've seen right before all this stuff happened, Nostradamus, the chapel, all these things that were destroyed. Oh my goodness. And look at these paid for hire, these mercenaries destroying all the antiquities over in Saudi Arabia, this, that, and other. Once the secret organization military didn't work with ours, blew up and destroyed and took what they needed or was required. The giant of Kandahar, look into the giant of Kandahar. I have a Marine buddy who says, oh, that was every bit real. And there were so many other things that, so many of us couldn't even talk about, that now they don't care because they listen to people like me and they realize the government is fake. So they said, no, man, we saw some shit over there. All right? And some people have taken their lives because they belong to something. You will never know it. And it was too much for them. So they ended themselves. I know, how can you know that if you never heard the stories or ever heard someone talk about it? But yeah, we're living in a lie. And I keep telling y'all, you don't have to partake or be part of the lie. There's no reason, no rationale. Look at YouTube. The staff is so stupid. Y'all know I've been playing nothing but music from their thing that says no copyright background music. They still want to copyright music, especially the ones that get more views. This is how sick they are. And I'll do battle with anybody because they won't do it in my face. I want to be triggered. I know what's going on with my body. I know what I feel. All I want you to do is to know and feel what you need to as well. It doesn't matter what crown color you think you are, or what race or ethnicity, fake nonsense stuff. People, some people talking about, man, you like Gandhi. I'm the what? I'm not like that friggin' idiot. Y'all ain't know why he got murdered. I watch the video over and over and be laughing. And what? Fuck him. And I mean that. If he could come back now and tell you what the fuck, and all them son bitches would change up, but they're too stupid. Okay? But anywho, now I mean it. Just like motherfucking Martin Luther King punk ass. Oh yeah, he gave you a hint. He did what he needed to do, and then he disappeared, and they changed it and manipulated it. That motherfucking LBJ fucktard and Henry Kissinger punk fucking faggot ass. Fake small hat 13 fake tribe Ashkenazi piece of shit. I'm biting my tongue about these motherfuckers. And y'all shouldn't either, but you don't have to get off. Sometimes you just gotta let a motherfucker be. But sometimes you need to let a motherfucker know you know. And it stays very the fuck far away from you. Alright? And it's not a threat, it's a promise. That's guarantee. And see, people have a hard time dealing with that because here we are on our ancestral soil and we're supposed to tolerate all these goddamn lies. Man, somebody got lupus of the motherfucking brain. That's what they are. Down syndrome running rampant with them motherfuckers, and we don't play that. But we're not here to hate those who are coming out. And you got a lot of people who are going to fake it. You need to remember that. That's why you need to wake up. You need to snap out of it. You need to allow yourself to ascend. Stop descending. How much lower can you go? Trust me. They want you to believe that it takes a war for everybody to unite. Well, how about telling everybody we're at fucking war? Look at over there. Britain and America got special forces over there. What special forces over there fighting? They had enough volunteers to go over there from everywhere. Motherfuckers won war. We talking about that secret group military motherfucking organization. Test tube fucking babies as far as I'm concerned. You're whole. We gotta allow ourselves to grow appropriately. Oh, them yams smell good. Yeah, I got some yams. I got 3 yams in the oven. I'm doing some meal prep for the next 2 days. 3 days, excuse me. Scallops are going in next. They're sitting up there with coconut oil rubbed down with paprika, Himalayan, black Hawaiian salt, black pepper, Himalayan. It's Pakistani, the pink salt. It's from Pakistan. Pakistani salt, pink salt. So half Pakistan, the other half's Hawaiian because one's saltier than the other. I love it. And I rub ghee on the bottom. Even though it's coconut on the top, ghee on the bottom. And the ones that I did yesterday are blackened. Those are in the fridge. Those are going with beans. Beans and cabbage. You ever had pinto and kidney beans? And you have the cabbage raw, and you heat the beans up, put it on the cabbage, and put the scallops, blackened scallops, on it. You could do saffron. You could put saffron and break the little twig, put it in the middle of stick it in the middle of the scallion, and hit it with a little paprika, and then do a little sear in olive oil, pop it in the oven, right? And then boom, you take those, and you put about 4 with about 4 ounces of the 2 beans mixed together on about 3 ounces of raw cabbage, uncooked. And it is the most fabulous friggin' meal. And if you want to add some room tomatoes, this is what I do, y'all. I can go on and on. I can talk about every damn thing. God dog, man, I really can. Let me shut the hell up. I want to see y'all healthy, man. I want to see us all healthy, bro. I really do. Even in this time when there's a lot of bad stuff going on. And you see the effect it's having, you know. Again, to all the people. Oh, I had about 20 people say they've subscribed. And the numbers hasn't changed for like 5 days. This is them. This is how stupid they are. You can't make it up. I guess somebody didn't get the memo. Or they didn't get the assignment. Don't mess with me. But they're too stupid. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. We're gonna come back later. I'm gonna get into I'm not reading this right now. I'm gonna read it with the other ones. And we'll get the other reading in. And yeah, I hope you're all feeling good. My cousin Junebug, Reg, I did a live and I was talking to everybody about on YouTube. I mean fuckbook, excuse me, on Facebook. I says, look, man, don't May 26th come around. That's another fucking day. Don't y'all talking about happy birthday? I'm gonna delete this shit. I actually wouldn't remove the birthday, I think. Are you trying to speed up your death? And I spoke on it in a live before I came on here. It says, you motherfuckers, man, fuck all them birthday shits. And some of y'all are orthodox or indigenous or aboriginal, whatever the fuck, right? And you're going, hey, my baby boy is 12 years old today. Shut the fuck up. What are you trying to kill him? My daughter is 9. Like, shut the fuck up. I made it to 56. Shut the fuck up. Wouldn't you like to make it another fucking 56? Stop thinking and worrying about stuff. And I had to do what I had to do. And I'm telling y'all the same fucking thing here. Don't nobody ever wish me no happy. What? What the fuck is to be happy about when we got all this shit going on? The majority of y'all don't have a hard time believing, acclimating, listening, and doing. So what the fuck is that to be happy about? Well, when the day come around when we can actually be gay again, and I ain't talking about this perverted faggot shit. I'm talking about gay as in joyous and happy. And that's when we'll go ahead and deal with it. You dig what I'm saying? If you gay, you ain't got to be quiet. Speak your mind. But know this. We're not tolerating the shit storm that is going on. And I hope you respect that enough. Like, I would never let nobody harm you, motherfucker, unless you one of them motherfuckers sitting on TikTok with a gun talking about, now you going to get fucked up. Yeah, but we need everybody to realize that. It's energy given to the wrong place. It ages you. It really does. It makes, it removes what little hope might exist. I hate the word, I detest the word hope. It's like practical to try. How about making an attempt? So hope is not a valuable lesson. I believe in being pragmatic to speak it into reality. And you can't do that with hoping for some bullshit. Hoping's like saying, nigga, we got 100 motherfuckers. Let's hope we can cross this 2-foot wide motherfucking ravine that just happens to be 5 feet deep. Nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I detest the words nigga, black, mulatto, all that shit. And when you use it, I thought that was smarter to think that. I mean, be smarter. The language is a word game. It's a word game against you. All right? Everybody. I can't apologize for that. I didn't create it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get off of here and share this, guys. You still donate to my Cash App. It ain't gonna kill you. It's not gonna hurt you. I'm not ordering more books with my cash. I said I got enough to match whatever to get the rest of those books, and everything's moving real slow now. So it's not like it was 4 days and books at the door, or 2 books are at the. No, it's like, did I get a package today? No, Mr. Branch, we know. We'll call you because you get so many books. That's what they say now. That's the book man. You taking them to the library? I was like, what? Yeah, they get no. I said if I was to pass away, them motherfuckers would burn these goddamn books. Well, anyway, let me shut it down. I could talk. I could sit here and talk with you guys all day. We're gonna have to have a podcast to talk this politic thing. I've got it locked in on what I really want to discuss. I hope Big Mike comes over. I hope a lot of people partake. I hope Caramillo comes in, and even though he's in Costa Rica, politics is politics, and we can share without putting certain people in certain positions of danger. Because regardless of acquiescing it or not, it still exists, people. You dig what I'm saying? But y'all know I love you. All right, my beautiful sisters. Oh, ToLU Cherokee shared a good video. I'm gonna go ahead and then share it. It's kind of sad too, but she actually commented. And I love the comment that she gave back to these individuals. Very powerful. And that's when we need our women to step up, and we need our men to step up. You know, you see a dumbass nigga running around, you know, and the motherfucker, he don't know your way. Because look, when we move the way we move, all of a sudden nobody sees us now, except for the enemy. They're watching. But the common motherfucker out there, they don't even recognize. Them the motherfuckers we can juke up. But you don't want to uke somebody up knowing your power and get a couple of jab spots. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. But you got to make sure that the atmosphere and the event's right. We don't let no man abuse no fucking woman. But we don't run callously into something headlong and all stupid and be laying next to the motherfucking woman we was going to protect, bleeding the fuck out. What I'm saying is, I know those of us here, we're in a position where we can protect people. But you must know the laws. Especially if the police run up, you put the gun down. You drop that motherfucker. That's the bad guy, good guy. Regardless of what the fuck's going on, you got guns at me, otherwise I still hold my gun. I don't know what your fucking policy. I know the laws. I don't know about your policies. And then you take it from there. You know, you don't have to go and start berating motherfuckers because you know you put an asshole down, unless that's their cousin. I mean, then you got to walk a whole different kind of pattern. That's why it's good to have the USCCA. I'm not doing a witch call for them because they're not sponsoring me. But anyway, I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the little shooting I did. That was just me getting spunked out, rotating some ammo. I still got some more to rotate. So I'm going to do another video or two. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate y'all. And now to my brothers, 2 on the 1. Do you get what that means? My beautiful sisters, you always going to get that. Be the life water, the stream. The thing that comes down so beautiful and so blessed, but then crash down and break rocks up and make small matter and all that good shit. The water of life. And the men, we're the moon of destiny, not of despair. We're imminent. Y'all have a grand day, and I'll see y'all here in a few hours. Oh, shout outs, my apologies. I'm slacking. Rondo, what's going on, Mike, beloved? Mikey, what's going on, beloved? Hey, beautiful, what's going on, Snoop? Scott, what's going on, beloved? Edo, what's going on, beloved? Hey, beautiful, how you doing, hon? West Side, what's going on, beloved brother? Benny Young, what's going on, beloved? Appreciate that. That's beautiful. That's what I love to see in the chat, man. I love to see that brother and sisterhood. I really do. Alexander, we want him back too, man. He's right here, stretched out. Look. He's with me. As long as he's with me, he don't care. You see, he heard his name, so he stuck his head up. Yeah, if this was right here, he'd be right up beside me right now. You know, just like when he was a kid. when I thought he was a girl until his damn little his huevos popped out. You know what I'm saying? I was like, Peachy, man, cool. Ah, you're not a Sheila. Okay. Yeah, he gets like that. He starts running back of, hey, Humble Finch. He gets to running around. Herbo, what's going on, beloved? He gets to running around and acting retarded. You know what I'm saying? I had to read my foot. Hey, Evelyn Smiley. What's going on, hon? What's going on, beautiful? Yeah, I don't celebrate mine at all, brother. Later, Scott. Looking for you when you left was meowing. Yeah, he does that. That's all right. And I was right out the door. But anyway, I love you guys, and I'll see y'all in a little bit. All right? All right, see y'all.